everyone, today we're going to learn how to make squirrel repellent. It's really easy. We're only going to need 4 different ingredients. We're going to need some cayenne pepper, water, oil, and dish soap. So let me show you how we're going to make this. So first we're going to take 4 cups of water and we are going to add it to this pan. I'm going to put this on like medium-high heat because I don't want to boil it. I just want to bring it to a boil because what we're trying to do is extract some of the oils and the different spicy things from our cayenne pepper. So I'm going to keep on adding some water. Show you all what I'm doing. Okay, so we have our water added. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a tablespoon of cayenne pepper. It can be pretty much any kind of brand of cayenne pepper. I mean, of course you don't want to get the really expensive stuff. We're just going to sprinkle that in there, stir it all around, and then we're going to bring that to a boil. And we definitely want to let it simmer. It's almost like we're making a cayenne pepper tea. And the reason, like I said, why we're doing that is squirrels are very sensitive to anything that's spicy. So spicy, like they're even more sensitive to things that are spicy than we are. So we're going to basically make a spray, and then when the squirrels try to eat like our fruits and vegetables and things that we have growing in our garden, they're going to be completely repelled by it and turned off. So it's actually pretty amazing stuff. So we're going to bring that to a boil, but, you know, since I'm sure you don't want to wait for all that, I already have some prepared. Okay. So, to strain it, now you do want to strain the cayenne pepper out of the mixture. If you don't, it will clog your spray bottle. So you can use a fine mesh strainer, which I actually don't have. Like, if you look at this, it's kind of gross. I think that's orange pulp, but yeah, so the holes in it are too big. It will not work. So since, you know, I'm into thrifty kind of things, this is actually like a piece of a nylon stocking. If you look, there's really fine holes in it. And of course you want to wait for your mixture to cool down before you do this, but I'm going to put it over this cup here and just leave a little extra room. You can use a coffee filter to strain it, cheesecloth, fine mesh strainer, you know, whatever would get rid of the little granules of the cayenne pepper. But so this is my new mixture here. So I'm just gonna pour this in over the sink, I think. And I'm gonna strain it, and basically, yeah, you're just gonna strain it. And I mean, obviously, since I have 4 cups in here, I'm going to have to do this quite a few times. But then what you do is you put it in a spray bottle. And now, with your spray bottle, you do want to mark it. You want it to say what's inside. You want it to say it's hot, spicy, danger, whatever. You know, obviously you don't want this near pets or children or anyone that you don't want to potentially get burned by the pepper. And then what you do is you're going to use a funnel or a cup with a hole in it or whatever you got. And you basically just pour your mixture in here, and then you're going to add a few drops of dish detergent. It can be pretty much any brand. I'm sure everybody has their favorite brand of dish detergent. So yeah, you want to add a few drops, or maybe a 1/4 teaspoon, just a very small amount. And then you want to add some oil to that as well. Same thing, you know, very tiny amount. Now what the oil is going to do is it's going to help the mixture stick to your plants longer. You don't want to use a lot of dish soap, and you don't want to use a lot of oil, because what will happen is you will suffocate your plants and they will die. So yeah, so basically you put the whole mixture inside, and then you are going to basically put the cap on really well. Maybe, you know, try to protect yourself and just shake it up. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. And there you go. And yeah, and So what I would recommend is to spray this in the evening when the sun is already down. You want to test this on different types of plants because some plants are going to be more sensitive to it than others. And of course, after like a heavy rainstorm, you're probably going to want to reapply. Different animals have different sensitivity to the spiciness and the peppers. So, you know, for instance, squirrels, you know, you might be able to kind of get away with using it less. For larger animals like deer, you know, they might, you know, become a little bit more accustomed to it. And in that case too, you also might want to play around with the ratio of spicy pepper to, you know, the amount of water you have in there. You know, you just basically just want to kind of play around with it and just see what works best for you. And thank you so much for watching.